The mistakes I made before I ever knew what I was doing. So, this right here. This is my yacht. It's an incredible machine, a floating home that lets me chase the horizon. Before I bought my yacht, I made every mistake possible. I'm talking about the kind of boneheaded facepalm. What was I thinking? Errors that leave you stranded, soaking wet with a very, very expensive repair bill. I've been caught in squalls I should have seen coming, wrestled with sails too big for the wind, nearly crashed into a dock. It was a brutal learning curve, a trial by fire, or, well, by wind and water. Mistakes are the best teachers, if you survive them. And I did. I learned what not to do, the hard way, the expensive way, the sometimes downright scary way. And that's what this video is all about. This isn't high-level racing theory, it's raw, unfiltered truth. The fundamentals, the basics that separate a good day from a total disaster. Today, 10 beginner mistakes that nearly cost me time, money, safety. So you don't repeat them. This is the video I wish I had when I first started. Step by step, no fluff. Sail smart, sail safe. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Alright, mistake number 1. This separates the pros from people with broken gear. It's not reefing early. Look, I get it. Wind's picking up, the boat's heeling. It's exhilarating. You feel like you're flying. You're pushing the boat to its absolute limit. It feels fast, it feels powerful, but that feeling is a lie. You're not in control, you're surviving. The boat is overpowered, it's fighting you. Mast under strain, rudder under strain, stitches on the sail under strain. The mantra. The moment you first think, should I reef? The answer is yes. You should have done it 5 minutes ago. Waiting until the boat is on its ear, wind howling and waves crashing over the bow, is the worst time to be on a pitching foredeck manhandling a flogging sail. It's not just difficult, it's dangerous. You're wrestling with forces you can't beat. Reefing isn't admitting defeat, it's being smarter than the wind. It's about maintaining control, balance, speed. A well-reefed boat is a happy boat. More comfortable, safer. 9 times out of 10, actually faster. You reduce the heel. The rudder gains better grip. The boat tracks a straighter, more efficient course. You're not fighting the weather helm. You're not stressing the rigging. You're not one bad gust away from catastrophic failure. Reef early, reef often. It's the single best habit you can build. Don't wait for the storm. Prepare before it arrives. Chapter 2. This one sounds so obvious, right? Watch the weather. But you would be absolutely shocked at how many people just don't. They look at the sky when they leave the dock, see a bit of blue and think, good enough, and completely disconnect from the most powerful force that will affect their entire day. The weather isn't just a backdrop, it's an active participant in your sail. It's your partner or your adversary, and you get to choose by how much attention you pay to it. Ignoring the weather is like driving a car with your eyes closed, hoping the road doesn't curve. So what does watching the weather actually mean? It's not just about getting a forecast in the morning. It's a constant process. It's looking at the horizon. Are those clouds building in the west? Are they getting darker, taller? It's feeling the air. Is the temperature dropping suddenly? Is the wind direction shifting? These are the real-time clues the ocean is giving you, and you have to learn to read them. And you have to use the tools you have. Your phone has more weather predicting power than the National Weather Service had 30 years ago. Use those apps. Look at the radar. See where the wind is coming from and where it's going. When you see a change coming, and you will if you're looking, you have to act. This isn't a time for indecision. It's time to make a plan. Do you need to put that reef in we just talked about? Do you need to change your course to a more protected route? Or, and this is a big one that many beginners struggle with, do you need to turn around and head back to the dock? There is absolutely no shame in calling it a day. A smart sailor knows when to fight and when to retreat. The harbor will always be there tomorrow. Your boat and your crew might not be if you make the wrong call. Chapter 3. Okay, let's talk about the engine of your boat. The sails. A huge mistake I see all the time is this obsession with finding more wind, when the real secret to speed is using the wind you already have more efficiently. This is all about sail trim. So many beginners just pull the sails in until they stop flapping and call it a day. That's not sailing, that's just dragging a bag through the water. Proper sail trim is an art, but the basics are a science, and they are not hard to learn. Think of your sail like an airplane wing. It's an airfoil. You're trying to create a smooth, powerful shape that generates lift, pulling the boat forward. It's not just about how tight you pull the sheet. It's about the twist in the sail, the depth, the draft. Are your telltales flying smoothly on both sides of the sail? Those little pieces of yarn are your speedometer and your GPS all rolled into one. They are giving you constant, real-time feedback. If they're drooping or fluttering, you're losing power. You're stalling. I did a whole video on this called Sail Faster, No Extra Wind, which you should definitely check out. But here's the quick version. Look at this before shot. The sail is too full, it's luffing at the top, and the boat is heeling way over. We're fighting the boat. Now, look at the after shot. We've flattened the sail, adjusted the traveler, and twisted the top open a bit. Split screen before, after. The boat is more upright, the helm is balanced, and guess what? We're actually going faster. It's counterintuitive. It's not about brute force, it's about finesse. Learning to trim your sails is like learning to tune an instrument. It takes practice, but once you hear that perfect note, you'll never go back. Chapter 4. This is a mistake born from pure excitement and impatience. You get to the dock, the sun is shining, the wind is perfect. Cast off the lines and get out there. I know the feeling. It's a powerful pull, but skipping your pre-sail check is like a pilot taking off without walking around the plane first. It's rolling the dice on your safety for the sake of saving 5 minutes, and the 5 minutes you save could cost you hours, or worse, out on the water. So what does a pre-sail check look like? It's simple. It's a walk. Start at the bow and walk the boat. Use your eyes and your hands. Check your rigging. Cotter pins in the shackles and turnbuckles? Taped over? Give the shrouds and stays a shake. Anything feel loose? Look up the mast. Halyards running freely? Tangled or chafing on the spreaders? This isn't about being a master rigger. It's about spotting what looks wrong. Pin missing, line frayed, shackle halfway unscrewed. Then check your lines, sheets, furling lines, dock lines, not tangled, not caught under a cleat, not about to get snagged when you load them. A quick walk around is all it takes. This 5-minute ritual prevents failures. Small problem at the dock, shot skirt, easy fix. Same small problem 2 miles offshore, wind building, waves picking up. Full-blown emergency. Don't be impatient. Be prepared. The ocean will wait for you. Chapter 5. There's an old saying among sailors. Never approach a dock faster than you're willing to hit it. This is probably the most nerve-wracking part of sailing for any beginner. Maneuvering a 10-ton boat that has no brakes in a tight space is inherently stressful. And the single biggest mistake everyone makes is coming in too hot, too much speed. Your brain is telling you that you need momentum to maintain steerage, but the reality is that boats carry their way for a surprisingly long time. Excess speed is your enemy. It removes your options and magnifies your errors. The key is to be slow, deliberate, always in control. Your throttle is not an on-off switch. It's a tool for tiny, precise adjustments. The bump and glide method is your best friend. Bump, glide. A short bump of the engine in forward gear to get you moving, then shift into neutral and let the boat glide. Steer while you're gliding. Need a little more speed or a course correction? Another short bump. This gives you time to think, assess wind and current, and time for your crew to prepare lines. Let's look at the correct way to do it. You see how I'm approaching from a shallow angle, not straight on. This gives me more time and space to correct. I'm using those little bumps of throttle, and I'm aiming for a point well short of where I actually want to stop. I let momentum and a final nudge of reverse do the work. The goal is to have the boat come to a complete stop exactly where you want it, with barely a sound. It should look boring. It should look effortless. If your docking is dramatic, you're doing it wrong. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Smooth is safe. Cheap. Chapter 6. This mistake is a silent killer of speed and progress. It's called pinching, or sailing too close to the wind. For a beginner, it feels like you're doing the right thing. You're trying to sail as directly as possible towards your upwind destination. You're pointing the bow high, The sails are pulled in tight, and the boat feels like it's on a knife's edge. But what's really happening is that you're stalling your sails. You've pointed so high that the wind can no longer flow smoothly over the leeward side. The lift that pulls your boat forward disappears. You might still be moving, but you're moving sideways as much as you are forward. You're making incredible leeway. You can feel it in the helm. It goes soft and unresponsive. You can see it in the sails. The luff starts to bubble and backwind. Your telltales will be going crazy. You think you're taking the shortest route, but you're actually taking the slowest. It's a frustrating place to be, stuck in this no-go zone without realizing it. So, how do you fix it? It's simple. Bear away. Turn the boat downwind just a few degrees. You'll immediately see the sails fill with power. You'll feel the helm come alive in your hands. The boat will accelerate. Yes, you're pointing slightly lower, but your actual speed and your progress towards your destination will increase dramatically. Velocity made good. VMG. It's about finding that sweet spot, the highest angle you can sail where the sails are still full and powerful. Don't pinch. Power up, sail a little fatter, and you'll get there faster. Chapter 7. Have you ever been sailing and you feel like you're constantly fighting the boat? Like you have to pull hard on the tiller or wheel just to keep the boat going in a straight line? That's an unbalanced helm. Not just tiring, it's inefficient. It's like driving your car with the brakes partially on. That constant rudder angle creates drag and slows you down. This is a super common beginner mistake, and there's a simple fix. There are two kinds of imbalance you'll feel. Weather helm, the boat wants to turn into the wind. Lee helm, the boat wants to turn away from the wind. It can cause an accidental jibe. Both mean the sail forces and hull rudder forces aren't balanced. The fix isn't to pull harder, it's to rebalance the boat. For weather helm, depower the mainsail. Ease the main sheet a little. Drop the traveler down to leeward. That reduces pressure aft and the helm instantly lightens. You can also use crew weight to balance the boat. Move people forward, move people aft. The goal, a neutral, balanced helm. Light touch to stay on course. Faster, safer, and way more enjoyable. Let's talk about your secret best friend on any sail longer than an hour, the autopilot. Let's talk about your secret best friend on any sail longer than an hour, the autopilot. I see so many new sailors who are almost afraid of this thing. They have it on their boat, but they never turn it on. They think it's cheating. They don't trust it. They think it's too complicated to set up. They spend hours glued to the helm, manually steering, getting exhausted, and not being able to do anything else, like trim the sails, check the navigation, or just sit back and enjoy the view. This is a huge mistake. The autopilot is one of the best tools you have for reducing fatigue and improving safety. Think about it. Your autopilot doesn't get tired. It doesn't get distracted. It makes thousands of tiny, precise corrections every minute, steering a far straighter course. This saves fuel if you're motor sailing and makes your sailing more efficient. Trusting your autopilot is a mental hurdle you have to get over. It's not about giving up control. It's about delegating a repetitive task so you can manage the vessel as a whole. Getting started is simple. Don't try to learn it while docking or in a crowded channel. Head out to open water on a calm day. Get the boat on a steady course, then just hit auto. That's it. Watch what it does. Make a small course change using the plus jocks minus buttons. See how it responds. The key safety check is knowing how to disengage it instantly. Usually, it's just a firm grab of the wheel or a press of the standby button. Once you gain that confidence on a calm day, you'll feel comfortable using it for those long legs, freeing you up to be a better, more aware, and more rested sailor. We live in an incredible age for navigation. Chart plotters at the helm. Apps on our phones that can tell us our position to a few feet. It's amazing, but the mistake is relying on only one of those things. Putting all your trust in a single piece of electronics. Batteries die. Phones overheat and shut down in the sun. GPS signals can be lost, and rarely spoofed. If your single source fails and you have no backup, you're suddenly sailing blind. The smart sailor uses cross-checking. Use tools together so they verify each other. Chart plotter as your primary. phone or tablet with navionics as live backup. Paper charts. Old school but critical. Know how to find your position on a paper chart if everything goes dark. It's your ultimate fallback. Quick tip. Every 15-20 minutes glance from chart plotter to your app to the world around you. Does that buoy the chart plotter shows actually exist? Does that depth reading match the watercolor? Use radar overlay to confirm land masses or vessels. Cross-reference electronics to electronics and electronics to the real world. That builds situational awareness. Don't just follow the magenta line, understand where you are. This is the last mistake, and it might be the most important one of all. It's not a technical mistake. It's a human one. It's pride. It's being afraid to look like you don't know what you're doing. It's not asking for help. Whether you're struggling to understand a concept, fumbling with a line at the dock, or feeling unsure about a weather forecast, the worst thing you can do is stay silent and pretend you've got it all figured out. Sailing has a steep learning curve, and trying to climb it all by yourself is not just slow, it's dangerous. The sailing community, for the most part, is incredibly generous with knowledge. The old salt on the boat next to you who looks grumpy? He's probably seen it all and would love to spend 10 minutes showing you the right way to tie a bowline or explaining why your engine is making a weird noise. The person you bought the boat from, the surveyor, the mechanic, these are all resources. Use them. Ask questions. Ask dumb questions. There are no dumb questions when your safety is on the line. Remember this. Every single person you see who looks like a confident, competent sailor, every single one of them started out as a clueless beginner. They all had a first day. They all made mistakes. They all felt that anxiety and uncertainty. The difference is that the good ones never stopped learning. They asked for help, they read books, they watched videos, and they treated every day on the water as a chance to get a little bit better. So, be humble, be curious, ask for help. That's how you go from being a beginner to being the person that beginners ask for help. So there you have it. 10 mistakes. 10 lessons learned the hard way. So you can skip the hard part. Sailing isn't about being perfect. It's not about never making a mistake. It's about making smaller and smaller mistakes. It's about constant learning, building good habits, developing the judgment to make smart calls when things don't go to plan, because eventually they won't. The ocean demands respect. Show respect by being prepared, by being humble, and by never stopping learning. This channel's goal: break down barriers, demystify sailing, give you the confidence to take the first step and the next. Break this big thing into small, manageable pieces. Reef early. Trust your autopilot. Know when to ask for a hand. These fundamentals are your foundation. Master them. Get a lifetime of incredible, safe adventures. The journey is long, but worth it. Every single moment. Want easy sailing tips every week? Hit subscribe and ring the bell. I make short, simple videos to help new sailors feel confident. We're building a community of people who love the water and help each other. Drop a comment with the biggest mistake you made as a new sailor. Let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching. See you out on the water.